And hello, Shock fans. This is your beloved Soldier of the Inverted Cross, Rip the Full-Blown Freak Show, aka the Gold Member, here for another Rip's Random Reviews. And today we're having a look at Neca Gremlins 2 Mohawk. Now this is a figure I was wondering if they were ever going to release. I even picked up the Retro Colors one in case they didn't. Because I have the Mogwai version, I guess that's the way it's pronounced, and the Spider Gremlin version of Mohawk, because Mohawk's my favorite Gremlins character. I'm very happy to have this version of him, just the plain Gremlin version. As for size on him, I'm just going to do this quick. All I have near me is Marvel Legends Wolverine. He's a big figure. He's not going to be in scale unless you're just using him as a big monster, which is what I do a lot of the times. One thing I want to say is they actually corrected the feet. That's what makes me love this figure even more. The one that they made in the video game colors one had soft plastic on the feet and would just fall over constantly, and I couldn't keep him in a pose. I just ended up putting him at the back of my shelf. This one, on the other hand, doesn't have that issue. As far as accessories, he comes with this gun that you can slide his finger through, and he can hold it. Same as the other one had, just a much grittier dark paint on it. It looks great. As for him, he has that great paint quality that Neca always does. Very slimy, very greasy looking, very wet looking like he did in the movies. Everything looks great. The fins look great. The spikes look great. I mean, it's a beautiful figure. Like, they did not miss out on any detail. I don't know how NECA makes profit. Inside the mouth looks really good. The eyes look pretty good. Mine might have a little bit of a darkness to it, but not enough that you can tell. And then the mouth can close if you push it really hard. I mean, he just looks great. I wish the ears did wiggle, but that's not a problem. Just, you know, everything looks great. I wish he had I know I just turned into freaking Tony the Tiger. But, yeah, just everything. This figure feels good. I do wish he had a waist swivel. He doesn't. This is just a scene where it's glued together. I'm assuming this might be like a scene where it's glued together due to they used the top half of this probably for the Spider Gremlin. Maybe this was broken half and inside is the actual, like, because the Spider Gremlin is this figure from here up, and then there's a little piece that connected to the spider, so that might be inside there. I'm not sure. I'm not taking it apart to find out. As far as articulation goes, as I said, the jaws can open and close. That might be loose on some version. And then for the neck, he's got two joints here, one in the head part, and then one here. So he can look up pretty good bit. He can look down, not as much due to this, but he can rotate his head. He can look left. He can look right. Shoulders can go up about that far, which is fine with me. Elbow bend about 90 degrees, which is great for this figure. Swivel. Wrists rotate and hinge up and down. Both of them do that. Hips can't really go that far out. They can go in a bit. They can rotate forward at an angle due to the sculpt here. I don't know if there's a thigh swivel in there or not. It's really hard to tell. Knees can bend about this far. And the feet are on the ball joint, which can tilt just a bit. It's a stiffer ball joint than the other one, so like I said, the old one could not even think of holding a pose without having its hands on the ground, but this one can do that, and I'm very happy about that. Like, this figure made my top figures list of 2017, and this is why, because he can actually hold his poses. He looks good. He is freaking amazing. I love Mohawk. I'm extremely nostalgic about this character. I grew up with those movies. He's just well worth the pickup. As with the other Gremlins figures, they're always like extremely expensive now on eBay, so I would highly suggest you get this guy while he's available. Definitely one of my favorite figures in my collection. Just because I like this one, just because I love the Spider Gremlin, obviously. It's a freaking amazing figure. But this one just, you know, it's just the regular Gremlin. It looks cool. It looks badass. It's very posable for what it is. Like, there's no articulation I really would rather see him with. Maybe a waist swivel, but again, he doesn't really need it. He's, you know, great as he is. And to have all the articulation he has, and the paint, and sculpt detail, I don't know how NECA makes a profit on these things. I really don't. For 20 bucks, this thing, 20 to 25 bucks, this thing is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10. I cannot suggest this one enough. This one's just made me very happy. It's a dream come true of a figure. That's really, I could sit here and praise this thing for another 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, you name it. I love this thing. Just, he is worth the pickup. Just everything looks great on him. So, before I sit here and suck this figure's dick any longer, I'm going to leave you guys with this. Buy it. It's wonderful. And until next time, this has been your beloved Soldier of the Inverted Cross, Rip the Full-Blown Freak Show, a.k.a. the Gold Member. Don't eat after midnight. Don't get wet. And all that good stuff. I'm signing off. Farewell.